we meet people, certain people for the right reason at the right time. So when I first moved here, I didn't know anyone, and I found it extremely difficult to meet other like-minded people. So I had to go out and create my own network of friends, and I didn't know where to go. So it took me several years through networking, playing sports, salsa dancing to meet new people. And over those years, I kept meeting other people like me who moved here, didn't know anyone either, and they want to make friends. So this was even before Newtown started. And it's, again, these little things that, I kept hearing, like, oh, okay, people are moving here. I decided it was time to start my own company called Newtown Connections. It's not dating, it's not networking, it's just a casual way to go out and meet good people in a fun environment. I can go networking, I can play volleyball, I can go salsa dancing, but those are more activities, and it's not geared around, you're gonna make some friends, but our whole thing is to make friends. And then kind of, like I said about the friend matchmaking, we tee it up where you're like, oh, you're from South Florida, I know someone else from South Florida, and it's just giving people that intro. That is the real differentiator between what we do and anything else.
There's no better way to tell what we do than to show what we do. And when they come, they felt comfortable. When we first launched Newtown, he had this grandiose idea of, I'm gonna have 1,000 people signed up. And I said, okay,
We needed about 300 people to go to that event. And a week before, we had about maybe 75. I started freaking out. And literally within the next few days, 300 people signed up.
A lot of people kind of came on board initially because they were friends of Andrew, and they weren't necessarily able to see or needed or required our services, but just really were like, hey, I'll just get on board because it sounds like something fun to do.
And what we're doing, we were kind of creating this social network, and to me that's exciting because, how many millions of people in the world want to have good friends? I think all of us do. To me, it's innate in human nature. Over the past few years, we've lost track of connecting in real life with people.
When you get people together, business transactions could happen, or opportunities could happen, and maybe dating scenarios could happen, but that's not our foundation. That's not what we pride ourselves on and what we built ourselves on. We want, for everything, no matter what business or relationship, friendships have to start. That's the foundation for everything. I don't care what it is.
We kind of call it friendship matchmaking, where I make people, if you found us on Facebook, you have to go and sign up and you have to apply to get in. Part of that application is I make you go through a FaceTime or Skype interview with us, which it sounds intimidating, that's an interview, but it's a conversation. So whether it's me or one of my team members, we just want to know who you are.
Because we don't want you to be your title or what you are based on your name tag. We want to know, Matthew's interested in kickball, or he's interested in this, and he's got a great personality, he's has a zest for life. You want to know who he is beyond his company, beyond the business.
All these things are relevant information, so when you come to my events, we have this data on everyone there, and then we can start connecting the dots and say, I know someone else from Tennessee, I know someone else who plays tennis. So that way it's an easy conversation starter.
It just kind of works, it just kind of comes together.
When I have someone telling me, I've been here for a month, or I've been here for 2 months in this city, and I have hundreds of new friends, and they're taking the time to foster those relationships outside of Newtown, that shows me that the value of the company is coming completely through from beginning to end, when these friendships are no longer just through our events, they're on their own, and they're connecting and making their own memories.
I couldn't do this job without A, my team, and B, just my friends and members who continue to spread the word. I joke that a year ago, last January, we maybe had 100 members, and in a year we've gained almost 400. And again, the team has blossomed from 4 to 10, and then, what's it going to be a year from now? When you're a member and you tell your story to your neighbors, to your coworkers, to your circle of friends, you're like, oh my gosh, I joined Newtown, and it's changed my life. And I want you to feel like when you go home, you feel good about yourself and that the people you met, just like they left an impact on you.